My name is Nevin. I'm a visual artist and curator based in Dublin. I'm one of the directors of MART, a visual arts organisation that has a gallery and one of the largest studio providers in Ireland. My current project is called the Core Project. I've been working on it since 2010, where I'm getting one video from every country in the world where a respondent answers the question, what is going to happen next? The respondent or participant isn't shown the question until they hit record. So I ask them to set up a camera, I give them some instructions, they hit record, then they look at the question. And I've always been interested in that moment of hesitation that people have and trying to unify us all in that kind of awkward moment of trying to think about what you're going to say and trying to feel that that kind of emotion or the judgment that people might put upon you when you're trying to answer a question. Back in 2010, MART was given an opportunity by Culture Ireland to do exhibitions across Europe, and I came up with the idea of the project. So foolishly, I thought it would take me about 3 months to gather a video from every country in the world. And 7 years later, I'm 144 out of about 206 videos in. I spent the following years working with researchers, scouring the internet for potential participants. So I looked at photographers, creatives, people working in technology, English language teachers. And the interesting thing is how technology has changed over the last 7 years and how I suppose better technology has fallen into everyone's hand where you can record video and upload it, and it's much more accessible. Because at the start of the project that was a real problem. And then so I was given this opportunity about 2 years ago to plan the solo exhibition, which kind of kick-started the project again. And I suppose between myself and some researchers, we've managed to get these 144 videos and create this epic installation. The project is based in 3 phases. You have the website, thecoreproject.net, which has an online map where you can view everyone's videos. Then you have the installation, and then there's an experimental film that I'll create next year once I've collected all the videos, and that'll be entered into film festivals and other gallery screenings. Then we have this installation. So I started working on this about a year ago. I'm figuring out the dimensions, the scale of it, what I was going to build on. And I came down to this idea of an everyday object of a cardboard box, a white, clean box, and creating a kind of monster of an installation that we would projection map on. So we have 300 white boxes formed in a cross, a star, and a central column. So then the idea was trying to form a shape that we could work with a certain amount of projectors. The next task was working with a projection mapper to map all the videos, so 144 videos, onto the object, utilizing as much of the resolution of each of the projectors, and then working with a technician to work with Raspberry Pis to connect and network all the projectors so that the sequencing would all come together. Finding the correct sequence to create an engaging experience for the audience was a challenge. The videos range from 1.5 minutes to 2.5 minutes. So we settled on about 2 minutes 15 seconds, and it rotates between a selection of 144 videos encompassing the whole structure to a curated selection. So it was a real challenge to try to get something that was in my head for so long out into the real world, trying to get the right team. I couldn't have done it without so many people I've worked with, and from the researchers to the technicians, and then obviously the participants, and then how would people be able to engage with the project, and would they kind of get the stories, would they get the meaning of it, would they really connect with it, and then one of the guys I worked with just kind of said, well, the videos are the most important thing, just become kind of the vehicle of presenting them and connecting the audience with these and let them tell the stories. And so it became kind of an interesting concept of trying to figure out this installation to represent the project, but then also let the videos kind of talk through this installation and how they can come together. And I'm interested to see what can happen in the future with this and what kind of structure that might take. The next phase of the project is gathering the rest of the participants, making this experimental film, trying to take it to Asia, to Europe, to America. This really excites me to see what the installation, how it will change and what kind of form it might change. And then I suppose I have this idea of making this experimental documentary of going to meet some, if not all, the participants and see what did happen next to them. So maybe in a 5 or 10 year period, or it's something I go back to every few years to connect with these participants, but actually one-to-one and see what that's like, and maybe try to even get some of the participants to talk to each other. Yeah, thanks.